Welcome back, all of you, in chemistry classes of Dr. S.R. Haq. In my previous lecture, I have discussed the examples of nucleophilic substitution reactions shown by aryl halides or haloarenes. Today, we shall discuss the relative reactivities of alkyl and aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So let us start now. Relative reactivities of aryl and alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophilic substitution reactions. In the examples which I have given you for the nucleophilic substitution reactions for the aryl and alkyl halides, you will have seen that alkyl halides undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions under ordinary condition, while aryl halides undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions under drastic conditions. This clearly indicates that the reactivity of aryl halides or haloarenes towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is comparatively less in comparison to that of the alkyl halides. So, reactivity of aryl halides is less in comparison to the reactivity of alkyl halides. Now let us know the reasons behind it. So there are several factors which decide the relative reactivities of alkyl and aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. The first factor on the basis of which we compare the relative reactivity of alkyl and aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is resonance factor. Resonance factor. You will be knowing that resonance is shown by those molecules or ions which have conjugation. There may be several types of conjugation like sigma bond pi bond conjugation, lone pair sigma bond pi bond conjugation, positive charge single bond, double bond or pi bond conjugation. Likewise, negative charge single bond double bond conjugation. In case of saturated alkyl halides, there is no conjugation and that's why they do not show resonance. While in case of aryl halides or haloarenes, there are two types of conjugation. Lone pair sigma bond pi bond conjugation as well as sigma bond pi bond sigma bond conjugation, and therefore we can draw the resonating structures for the aryl halides as shown here. These will be the resonating structures for the chlorobenzene, and likewise we can draw the resonating structures for the other haloarenes like bromobenzene and iodomenzene. The number of resonating structures for a molecule or ion are equal to number of conjugation plus 1. There are 4 conjugations, lone pair single bond conjugation, 1 conjugation here, second, third, and fourth conjugation here. So the number of resonating structures will be 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 conjugations are there. Resonating structures are there. Now you consider an alkyl halide like CH3, CH2, Cl. It has no conjugation, that's why it does not show resonance. So what happens with the resonance? We find that in case of aryl halides or haloarenes, due to resonance, the carbon halogen bond acquires partial double bond character. That is the bond between carbon and halogen in haloarenes or aryl halides is in between single and double bond, because the actual structure of the haloarene will lie in between all these resonating structures, and here it is single bond, here it is double bond, double bond, double bond, and then single bond. It means that in the actual structure, the nature of bond in between carbon and halogen will be in between single and double bond. While in case of saturated alkyl halide, the carbon halogen bond is purely single bond or purely sigma bond. And we know that double bond requires greater energy to break so as to undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction in comparison to that of the carbon halogen single bond. So in case of aryl halides, because of partial double bond character, the carbon halogen bond requires more energy for breaking in comparison to the alkyl halide, and that's why the aryl halides are less reactive in comparison to alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. This was the first factor. Now the second factor is hybridization factor. The hybridization factor affects the reactivity of the aryl halides and alkyl halides in two different ways. And these are by changing the bond distance and second by changing polarity. Polarity of covalent bond. Now, if you take the case of aryl halide and alkyl halide, you will find that in case of alkyl halide, the carbon attached with halogen is in sp3 hybridized state. This is your alkyl halide. And this is your aryl halide or haloarene. In this case, I have taken chlorobenzene. Here, the carbon attached with halogen is in sp2 hybridized state. Now, due to sp2 hybridization, the carbon halogen bond distance in aryl halide is shorter and bond dissociation energy is greater in comparison to that of the alkyl halide, and that's why the reactivity of aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction will be less in comparison to alkyl halides. So in aryl halides, carbon is in sp2 hepatidyl state. In alkyl halide, carbon is in sp3 hepatidyl state. Therefore, carbon hydrogen bond in aryl halide is starter. Carbon hydrogen bond energy in aryl halide is greater, and thus we conclude that aryl halides are less reactive than alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Thus, aryl halides are less reactive than alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution. So this is the first way in which the hybridization affects the strength of the bond or the reactivity of the aryl and the alkyl halide. Another reason in which the hybridization can affect is polarity of the carbon hydrogen bond. Polarity of carbon hydrogen bond. Greater is the percentage of S character, greater will be its electronegative character. So in aryl halides, the carbon atom attached with halogen is in sp2 hybridized state, and in alkyl halide, the carbon attached with halogen is in sp3 hybridized state. So percentage of S character of carbon in aryl halide is less because of sp2 hybridization. The decreasing order of percentage character of sp3, sp2, percentage of S character in aryl halide is more. More because of sp2 hybridization. Percentage decreasing order of percentage of S character this is your sp, sp2, sp3. In sp there is 50% S character. In sp2 there is 33%, and in sp3 it is 25% S character. So this percentage of S character is directly proportional to electronegative character of element. Therefore, carbon attached with halogen in aryl halide is more electronegative in comparison to that of carbon attached with halogen in alkyl halide. Therefore, carbon attached with halogen in aryl halide is more electronegative than carbon of alkyl halide, and this causes less electronegative difference in between carbon and halogen in alkyl halide in aryl halide in comparison to alkyl halide. So hence electronegative difference of carbon and halogen or in between carbon and halogen is less than in alkyl halide, and therefore polarity of carbon halogen bond in aryl halide is less than alkyl halide. Hence, aryl halide has less reactivity than alkyl halide towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So, in this way, there are two ways in which the hybridization affects the reactivity of aryl halide and alkyl halide. The first factor, on the basis of which I have explained, that was the bond distance. sp3 carbon, sp3 hybridized carbon halogen bond distance is greater, bond dissociation energy is lesser, and therefore alkyl halide are more reactive in comparison to aryl halide towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Another factor is polarity. sp2 hybridized carbon is more electronegative than sp3 hybridized carbon. Therefore, carbon halogen bond polarity in aryl halide is less in comparison to alkyl halide, and that's why its reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is less in comparison to alkyl halide. Now, the another factor which is affecting the relative reactivity of aryl halide and alkyl halide towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is the stability of corresponding carbonium ion. Corresponding carbonium ion. Reactivity of an alkyl or aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is directly proportional to stability of carbonium ion. Reactivity of alkyl or aryl halide towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is directly proportional to stability of carbonium ion. Carbonium ion. and the alkyl carbonium ion, whether it is saturated or unsaturated, allylic or benzylic, they are more stable. These corresponding carbonium ions are more stable in comparison to that of the phenyl carbonium ion or the aryl carbonium ion. They have got very less stability. That's why the corresponding aryl halides will be less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So alkyl carbonium ion alkyl carbonium ion, allylic carbonium ion, and benzylic carbonium ion. Benzylic carbonium ion. These have got greater stability in comparison to phenyl or aryl or vinyl carbonium ion. And therefore, reactivity of aryl halides will be less in comparison to that of the reactivity of alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. As the reactivity of the aryl halide or alkyl halide is directly related with the stability of the carbonium ion, greater is the stability, greater will be reactivity of the corresponding alkyl or aryl halide. Therefore, we can say that aryl halides are less reactive in comparison to that of the alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. And if we further take allylic and benzylic also, then the corresponding reactivity will be decreasing order of reactivity, decreasing order of reactivity, will be your benzyl halides, then allyl halides, then alkyl halides, then aryl halides, and then vinyl halides. This will be the decreasing order of reactivity of the various alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Most reactive will be benzylic halide, then it will be allylic halide, then it will be alkyl halides, and then it will be aryl halides, and then it will be vinyl halides. Now, the greater reactivity of these aryl halides, benzylic halides, and allylic halides is because of the fact their corresponding carbonium ions are more stable because of resonance. And here the stability of the carbonium ion is due to hyperconjugation, and resonance factor dominates over hyperconjugative factor. So, due to greater stability of carbonium ion, on account of resonance, and here greater due to greater stability of carbonium ion on account of hyperconjugation, and resonance factor dominates over hyperconjugative factor. And that's why the reactivity of benzylic and allylic halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction are getting hydrolyzed in aqueous solution is more in comparison to that of the alkyl halide, and which are more reactive in comparison to that of the aryl halides are halohalines. Another factor which can affect the reactivity is the greater electron cloud in case of the aryl halides and vinylic halides. In aryl halides, number of pi electrons are more. As for example, you can see here, in case of chlorobenzene, there are 6 pairs of pi electrons, one pair, 2 pair and 3 pair, that is 6 electrons, 5 electrons are there, and electrons are negatively charged. The nucleophiles are also negatively charged. So there is a repulsion in between the negatively charged pi electrons and the nucleophile, which are the electron rich species, and that's why their stability is decreased, and the attack of nucleophile becomes difficult, and that's why the reactivity of aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction is lesser in comparison to alkyl halides. So we can write on account of greater pi electron cloud in aryl halides, electron rich nucleophile nucleophiles find repulsion and hence their attack becomes difficult. Their attack becomes difficult. Thus, we can say that aryl halides are less reactive in comparison to that of the alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. And the same happens in vinyl chloride also. There is pi electron cloud and there is lone pair of electron present on the chlorine atom. These are very much close to each other because of the smaller size of the vinyl in comparison to that of the allyl, and that's why here also the repulsion will be more and stability will be increased towards nucleophilic substitution reaction, or the reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction will be decreased. So these were the factors on the basis of which we have explained the relative reactivity of alkyl and aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now one more factor which can increase or decrease, or on the basis of which we can compare the relative reactivity of the substituted alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. A compound will undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction more readily when it has decreased electron density. So, if we compare the reactivity of chloronitrobenzene, orthonitrochlorobenzene and chlorobenzene, we find that this shows minus I effect, nitro group, and on account of minus I effect, the electron density at the benzene nucleus is decreased, and therefore its reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction will be increased. So if we increase the number of such groups like 2,4-dinitrophenol, so 2,4-dinitrochlorobenzene, ClNO2, NO2, and 2,4,6-trinitrochlorobenzene, then the order of decreasing order of reactivity of all these will be in this way. Most reactive will be 2,4,6-trinitrochlorobenzene, then 2,4-dinitrochlorobenzene, 2-nitrochlorobenzene, and then chlorobenzene. This is the decreasing order of reactivity. Decreasing order of reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. And greater is this factor, that is greater is the minus I effect of the group substituted in the benzene nucleus, greater will be the reactivity of the corresponding aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now these are about the relative reactivity of the aryl and allyl and vinyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. There is one more reaction which is shown by aryl halides, and that is the electrophilic substitution reaction. Today I will give you only the examples, and on the next turn I will try to explain more about this. So examples of electrophilic substitution reaction. Of aryl halides, which is also called as haloarenes. Now all the compounds containing benzene nucleus show this type of reaction, and these are 4 in number: halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, and Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction can be further divided into 2 parts: Friedel-Crafts alkylation and Friedel-Crafts acylation. Now, if it is benzene and you want to introduce any one of these groups through electrophilic substitution reaction, then the group can be introduced at any one of the corners. The compound will remain same. As for example, you are introducing chlorine in this benzene, then either it is attached here, or at this corner, or at this corner, or at this corner, or any one of these corners. When occupied by the chlorine atom, it will be chlorobenzene. But suppose if chloro is already present, or some group X is already present in the benzene nucleus, then the next coming electrophile will find its position on the basis of the direction of the subsequent X present on the benzene nucleus. And the subsequent which can be present on the benzene nucleus can be of 2 types: ortho-para-directing and the meta-directing. That is, they direct at ortho and para position or at meta position. As for example, chloro is ortho-para-directing, but if instead of this chloro there is nitro group, that will be meta-directing. So why is it so? That I will try to explain on the next one. But today I am giving you the examples. So first is your halogenation. Halogenation means introduction of halogen in the benzene nucleus in place of hydrogen. And if you do the chlorination, then for this chlorine in presence of FeCl3 or AlCl3 will be required. This FeCl3 or AlCl3 is called a halogen carrier. Why is it called a halogen carrier? That I already explained you in the previous term of preparation of aryl halides. So this fluoro is ortho-para-directing group. So there will be formation of 1,2 and 1,4 dichlorobenzene or ortho dichlorobenzene and para dichlorobenzene. This is your ortho dichlorobenzene and this is your para dichlorobenzene. In ortho and para, the major product will be para because in this the groups are very far apart from each other and on account of greater distance in between the substituents, repulsion between the group will be minimum and that's why stability is more. Another is nitration, means introduction of nitro group in the benzene nucleus in place of hydrogen. The reagent used for this purpose is mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid in heating condition. Concentrated nitric acid. This is your concentrated sulfuric acid. This is called as nitrating mixture. This is orthochloronitrobenzene and this is your parachloronitrobenzene. Orthochloronitrobenzene and this will be para derivative. Again, para will be the major product because of greater distance between the two substituents and hence there will be minimum repulsion. Next is sulfonation, means introduction of sulfonic acid group in the benzene nucleus. And for sulfonation, we can use different reagents like hot and concentrated sulfuric acid, chlorosulfonic acid, fuming sulfuric acid, or oleum. But the most suitable here, which we are taking, will be fuming sulfuric acid. So sulfonation means introduction of sulfonic acid group, that is SO3 group in the benzene nucleus. This is your chlorobenzene, concentrated sulfuric acid, saturated with sulfur trioxide in heating condition. This will be your orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid and this will be parachlorobenzene sulfonic acid. Orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid. And this will be para. And again, the para will be the major product on account of minimum repulsion in between the groups. Then Friedel-Crafts alkylation means introduction of alkyl group in the benzene nucleus in place of hydrogen. Friedel-Crafts alkylation. This is your chlorobenzene. Suppose you want to introduce methyl group, then you will take methyl chloride, bromide, or iodide in presence of AlCl3. The mechanism of this reaction I have already told you in the previous term. So this is your orthochlorotoluene and this is your parachlorotoluene. This is the para derivative. And the last reaction is Friedel-Crafts acylation. Friedel-Crafts acylation in which we introduce acyl group. Friedel-Crafts acylation. For introducing acyl group, we may take acid chloride or acid anhydride in presence of AlCl3. So suppose this is your chlorobenzene. You have taken CH3COCl acetyl chloride, IUPAC name of which will be ethanoyl chloride. The functional group in this compound is COCl, and the compound containing COCl as functional group, our name, general name, IUPAC naming system will be alkanoyl chloride. So on account of two carbon atoms, it will be ethanoyl chloride. The compound formed will be your Cl, COCl3 plus Cl, COCl3. This is our orthochloroacetophenone, and this is our parachloroacetophenone. So this is all about today's lecture. So on the next turn, I will discuss what are ortho-para directing groups, how will you identify them, and some of the conversions of the alkyl halides.